You may have seen me wearing a t-shirt with this design on it last week. I'll wear it all year long because I designed this shirt to capture the essence of the Mac Lab, where innovation, we're the Orange Nation. So innovation is what we try to do in the Mac Lab. We try to invent new ways to do old things. And what I want to do for you is right here. I want to inspire you. I want to engage you. And then I want to empower you. I told you, you have the power, right? I mean, that's one of the big key elements in the Mac Lab. But it really doesn't work if you're not inspired or engaged. So hopefully you're interested in, you're interested in a lot of things, but typography is going to be one of the key elements here that you're going to create a brand for yourself. And it could be a fictitious business. It could be something that captures the essence of your dreams, ideals, whatever. But to use typography in order to design something. And if I hit Command 0 to put the whole artboard in the screen, this is the actual document that I used to create this logo. And I started right here. These are literally the steps, 1, 2, 3, and I worked down, 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 and I got to here and I thought, And you can see that this kept moving, and at this point I liked it, but I wanted to change the A's. See the A's? And then I arrived at this final design, which then I modified once more for the t-shirt because I felt nation was too strong. It kind of overpowered everything, and that's why on my t-shirt there's a stroke around the word nation. Now, what's this have to do with the application frame? When you're working, you don't want any distractions. And I told you before, that's why the dock is hidden. This is non-negotiable. When we work, we don't want distractions. I want you focused on your design. The application frame allows Illustrator to occupy, or Photoshop as well, to occupy the entire workspace, sans the menu bar, because you want the menu bar visible. And that's one of those things about the browser. I don't want you full screen. Clicking that green button in a browser covers up the menu. Clicking the green button in Illustrator and Photoshop puts it in this state right here. Now, so you might be thinking, okay, what's the application frame? And how come application bar is grayed out? Well, let me show you. If you click on application frame, all of a sudden we're out of the application frame, and now we can see through. Underneath the toolbar, you can see through. Oh, geez. And I got a little short toolbar, and my panels aren't right because I played around with some of those Tinker Toy introductory Illustrator tutorials that I suggested you might do. If you do that, well, you want to reset your workspace, huh? So I'm going to come back here to scope, and then, hey, I must have forgotten. Oh no, I'm not working in scope. We're working in 2122. There we go. There we go. And notice that it didn't get rid of the application frame. If I click on reset, it still doesn't. So that surprises me that it doesn't remember. So turning off the application frame, and notice up here, this is the application bar. If I click here and deselect application bar, that disappears. And now we got all kinds of floating elements, and oh, wow, this is how I want to work. No, Okay, when you get your own computer and you have Illustrator at home, you can work like this. It makes no sense whatsoever. I'm going to go back and turn on the application frame and get back to where we were. I have no idea why the workspace doesn't save the application frame, but that's interesting. So there are a few different things that I wanted to introduce you to because this application frame is so straightforward. You want this bar. And now you see why I'm calling this the control bar, and Illustrator just calls it control, because that's the toolbar, and that's the application bar, and that's control. You get it. We're gonna stick with the core elements of Illustrator, and we're gonna invent our own lingo for some things, because we're gonna make this work for us. We're not tied to tradition and the past. We're looking towards the future, and we're interested in not only innovation, but iteration. Iteration means, a lot of kids will drop something down and say, okay, I'm done. Well, you're done with the very first step of the process. What else is possible? There are, that's okay. And a couple of these, that's okay up here, but it didn't feel right. You keep working, and you show your work. You keep your notes. You leave breadcrumbs so your ideas play out. Okay, long video for the application frame, but I'm trying to prep you for thinking ahead and to grasp the reason we're working in MacLab full screen in our applications so we don't have distractions.